Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari here today with another Action Taimanin video. So, for today's video, we do have some news to give you guys about what will be coming in the following week. No, not this week, but next week. And we're going to go ahead and share the Murasaki build that Ark used to get through Tower, in case people were wondering. I do want to give credit where credit is due before sharing the build. Didn't Crap give us this build?
Said about to use the heal
Okay, so
the heal skill.
alright, so yeah, it was Crap that got us all hip to using Senpo, or however the frick you say it. But before getting into Mu-chan, she's so cute. Look at her. You know, she's doing stuff. Waifu. We're going to go ahead and tell you guys the news and get that out of the way first. So, let's come on over to here. We do have official release dates for Kilala and Angerit. Now, I'm saying their names like this because Kilala is not translated from Japanese, so I have to say it right. And Angerit is apparently how machine translation reads her name, so from now on she shall be known as Angerit instead of Isaac. And it says here they will be out next week on the 25th. So, we can all expect them next Monday. That's all great news. Let's move on, because there's other stuff to talk about. Next, we do have, like, a little splash art. It looks like we have Cornfield Angerit here. And we have, I guess this is Nightgown Angerit, or Mansion Party Angerit, or I don't know what it's supposed to be, but she's got a little mask going on and a key with a collar, so it's sexy. And we have over here...
Looks like some,
what?
It looks like... I said it looks almost like some, like weird kinky-ass masquerade party they got going on.
Yeah, it looks like a weird mansion party, right? Like, it's like, ooh, what's going on with that? It looks like a nightgown skin, or like it could be like, like a part of that Secret Garden skin line where they're all dominatrixes.
I think it's obviously part of the
Obro Mansion Party.
Yeah. No, the sleepover ladies skin.
Oh, you think it's a sleepover skin?
Yeah, because
that's a sexy sleepover skin. Like, well, Kilala's sleepover skin looks super adorable, and she has itty bitty stars in her hair, so she's the best, and she's blushing. And then we have Censored Bunny Kilala, which is just oof. I hope that this isn't just how they're doing it. I hope this is just iOS censorship, which I think it is. And on the other versions, like Android and Steam, it's going to be uncensored and sexy. So, these skins are going to be forever available. These are not limited skins. They'll just be around for you to be able to purchase them for your waifu. Moving on to the next thing. We do have these sweet Garyu Idaru skins. So, these skins are up from the 25th until the 15th. I don't know if they're mileage or if they're going to be basically like, think something you can buy for like 350 gems, and then their mileage skins are just something completely different. I have no clue as of right now. I do hope, kind of in a way, that they are not mileage, because I think like there's other original things they could do, you know? Like Kilala could have her Halloween skin. You remember that, Ark?
Yeah, I will say that they look better than the other idol skins that we've got. But I think honestly, just the whole concept of limited skins needs to bugger off. To be honest, it's just...
You said it needs to bugger off. Also, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this because the new costume of the association, Jira in himself, and Rudenpaz. So if anyone knows what that means, feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to fangirl over Kilala now. So we have these itty bitty bows in her ponytail. And oh my god, she has a little heart on her belt. And this heart that I haven't noticed yet, there's a heart literally in between her cleavage with a big fat blue bow. And it's so cute. Oh, I just love her. She's the best. And she has little bitty heart earrings. And Angerit has black roses. So that's a thing. That's the thing.
I hope that they're toggleable, because I actually think I would like Ingrid's outfit without those stupid roses all over it.
No, they smell nice. They're black. They've been subjected to flower abuse. She dyed them.
I just hope they're toggleable, just like again with Kirara's hearts. Though I think Kirara wears the hearts better than Ingrid wears those roses, because the roses, I think they add a bit too much going on Ingrid's outfit. But you know, they look good. Nice. They look good.
They're Idarus though. They have to be over the top.
Uh-huh.
They do. They're Idarus. They have to look all shiny on stage. Like when Kilala goes on stage, her little bitty hearts glitter in the light, and the fans all swoon. When Ingrid goes on stage, she's just like profound sadness and drops a rose. And the audience, whoever catches it, gets to go on stage with her and feel important for 5 minutes of their life. These are the rules, man.
Apparently they are, and as just made up by you.
they're not just made up by me. This is Idaru. This is Idaru stuff. It's important that you know these rules. Then you
When
get to
did
go
you?
backstage and like
So
you get to talk to her for 2 seconds and shake her hand, and she pretends to like you, and then dips her hand in hand
so
sanitizer when you walk away. We're completely
when
off
did
subject
you?
now, but
When did you become their manager?
I've been Kilala's manager. See, I can't say her name as Kirara because I'm staring at it in Japanese, and I know someone's gonna nitpick and be like, "Actually, that says Kilala." But it's really like jarring saying Kilala. Kirara's just feels so much
It's
better.
Joey fucking Wheeler now. I don't care.
Oh, okay, so cool. We have Blue Eyes White Dragon and Orange Eyes Indigo Monkey. That's what Ingrid can be. Next.
Where did that name come from?
Don't worry about it. There's a backstory. I'll tell you later.
Ah,
I'll share it now in the video. So I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh in high school, and I was a nerd, so I got bullied. So one day we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and my friend had a Blue Eyes out, and one of the cool kids walked up. He's like, "Oh, nice. Can I see your Yu-Go cards? Hey, is that the rare Orange Eyes Indigo Monkey?" And we actually started cry laughing because it was just such good bullying. Like that guy was on his game that day. Orange Eyes Indigo Monkey is 10 out of 10 bullying if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player. So that's where it came
totally.
from. But all
I should
those idol
totally be a
rules,
Yu-Gi-Oh player.
that was just off the top of the dome. All right. So
Uh,
I've rambled into the next picture. Right now we're looking at Sora, our Sky. Her supporter is going to be up next Monday, along with whatever Angerit and Kilala will be doing. So she's going to be around to the 15th. We don't know if she's limited yet. It just says pick up gotcha, but assume she's going to be 500 gems, and assume you're going to be paying out the ass for this heterochromia, is it?
Heterochromacia, yeah.
Heterochromia. Oh, is there a C there? Heterochromesia, like that?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, I thought it
But
was chromia.
I'm gonna have to Google it now, aren't I?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. The Disu-eyed waifu, because that's an easy way to say it, is going to be up with her adorable tiny eyebrows. Unfortunately, she's showing up when Kilala shows up, so we all know whose feet are my true master, and I'm going to stick to Kilala on this one, and then if I can manage, I'll try to get a Sora. But
Heterochromia, by the way.
it is heterochromia. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll try to get her, but no promises there. But she will be around for anyone who wants her. Now, her being pickup gotcha is a kick in the face because the very next picture shows good old Sakuya. Was it Sakuya? I think it was Sakuya. Well,
So
Hyperdimension Neptunia waifu. She's going to actually be the event supporter from the way this is reading. So that's great. I hope she's good. I hope they're
you also
both
might,
good, but I hope the one that's being pushed into being an event supporter is actually worthwhile, especially if both characters become playable, because then it'll save people who want to play her having to gotcha to get her supporter.
you also, for if she is an event supporter, you also might want to read the event quests for her, because if you remember rightly, she is she's related to Asagi and Sakura in some manner.
Yeah, because she has the same last name, so I might actually I don't pay attention to the events, full disclosure. They've kind of gotten retarded after the cow event. Can we say retarded? Is that
I
bad?
don't know what you're talking about.
That
The
cow event
cow
was
effect
bad.
was a mystical, amazing thing.
No, it was terrible. It was a terrible event. It was just Ingrid and wow,
It was
Ingrid.
so
It was I don't
moving.
know why I said Ingrid. Anyway, it was Emily and Murasaki fangirling for Asagi's affection, and Asagi sitting there with a clueless aura the entire time.
What's your beef with the cow event?
The boss. The
I don't
way
know
that
what you're
they
talking
portray
about.
him as larger than life, and then the fight starts, and he's literally up to your ankles.
His opening cutscene was so moving. It wasn't even funny.
Okay. Anyway, this Sakuya limited event support, or whatever you want to call her, will be available again from the 25th till the 15th. So I don't know what they're doing this week after they update or do maintenance, but we do know what's happening next week, which is good. So The other thing I want to point out is this advertisement at the bottom. I'm not going to forget that because I think Ark would call me out. The machine translator translated the corner of this screen as, "This app is a great way to make your life easier and more enjoyable." So,
Remember that, everybody.
remember that, everybody. AT is now, they're not only selling us waifus and gacha, they're now selling us a life improvement mechanism. So if you're having hard times, you should log into AT and play that, because your life will become much easier and more enjoyable. Those are very general statements, but overall your life's quality will improve if you play Action Taimanin. And that's it for the news. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go back to Discord. Luchan? No.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
seeing me being an idiot and not be able to click. 1 second. Why didn't that open? There we go. Okay, here we
I
go.
was getting attacked by a dog anyway.
So let's get into this Murasaki build. I think we said something about that before I rambled. God, Kirara's little hearts are so cute.
Oh
Crap,
my
I can't stop thinking about them. I want them. I want that too, those armpits. I want everything. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's just do a daily first, I guess.
Yeah, just run her through a daily real quick, and then we'll share the build and like give some support, which is it's pretty much all green all day, right?
I'll also, although I shouldn't probably tell you this, just in case they patch it, but not patch. It's not something they can patch. But I'll also tell everyone how they can cheese the tower,
The whole thing.
the entire thing, because that's what I did. But to prove a point on when I got to floor like, I think it was 47 when I started doing it, because I was like, yeah, fuck this. I wonder if I can actually do this, because I noticed that I was doing it. And I was like, wait, can I actually just do this for the remainder of the floors? And I did, and it was like, okay, this is funny. The only time it didn't work is when Murasaki decided that rather than get hit by Shiranui, she's gonna fall through the floor.
Oh, okay, the glitch. Yeah, it's weird. I did a recording of the entire tower and didn't see one glitch. And I know there are glitches. I've seen them on with other. Oof. Well, okay, that's one way to kill a boss. Murasaki to kill a mockingbird.
That
Well,
was a
let's
low
do
hit,
it.
by the way.
What?
That was a low damage hit. It
Oh
normally
my
one shots the
god.
boss when I do that.
She literally smacked him and he was like, "You win."
Okay, so the build.
Alright, yeah, let's get the
So
build out of the way.
first things first. Weapon is only the PvP weapon. You can use a gacha weapon if you want, because there is the one that gives her more crit damage, which is probably the more recommended weapon. But for now, 5/5 PvP weapon is essentially your best in slot for almost everybody, because realistically speaking, that's the best weapon that you can get in the game.
And then you have the snake weapon for... No, you
Yeah,
gotta
I
tell
have the
them
snake weapon.
everything.
I have the snake weapon for a support, a backup weapon. But that again, a PvP weapon is literally your best in slot for here, because a PvP weapon 5/5 just gives the best raw stats.
Yeah.
I'm just too lazy to get another PvP 5/5 weapon. That's really simply it.
And now, what about the Magatama? I
Yeah,
know they're
crit.
all red, but like, what
No,
are you
yeah,
going for with the
yeah, yeah.
rolls? Just so is it
Just raw attack damage.
okay? Damage to everything. Okay, just so people know,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
don't have to ask about it.
These passes on these Magatama do not matter. They only the raw stats matter.
Yep.
Skill wise, we've got
Actually, go back up there real quick because I need to correct someone was in the server last night talking about like running Yuki Kaze's lifesteal weapon as her secondary, and I think they were under the impression that they get the lifesteal. So I'm going to clarify this again because there are a lot of new players that may not know. Anything in the sub slot, their passives don't apply. They give you a percentage of their stats. So if you click on a Magatama real quick, the Magatama that's there isn't actually giving him the affixes on it. So like the increased damage dealt to bosses and blah blah blah. He's not getting a bonus for that. He is getting the attack power or a percentage of it. And the same thing goes for the weapon. If you just go back and show them the weapon, like this weapon passive does not apply. He just gets the base stats for the weapon if it's in the sub slot.
It actually tells you here you're going to get 15% of that weapon's stats and your Magatama stats. So that, because this is going by 5% to 15% depending on your S level, and it'll give you that of both your Magatama and the actual weapon's base stats. So the passives and such do not matter unless you switch to that weapon.
Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up because people still don't know. So, moving on from that, now we can get into the meat and potatoes.
So with the skills, you've got Tentacle Mine. It's mainly used for the damage increase and the skill increase and the speed increase, which is insane. It's just
Not the
ridiculous.
year's worth of CC. It allows her to
Yeah,
just,
but
just give her her own
that helps.
DPS phase.
That helps, but the speed buff is just amazing, and the DPS phase is kind of ridiculous. So this essentially means you're going to be quintessentially doing double damage.
Yeah, she's a good
Then
girl.
you've got Eason, which yeah, that hurts
The
as you
big
saw
hit.
earlier.
Oh, and it gets 50% crit rate. So
Here's the
she
thing,
literally
yeah,
doesn't need to build in a crit. She just gets it.
I literally am only using that because I was originally using her awakened ability, but I'm just gonna outright say it, her awakened ability kind of shit because she CCs herself so long that enemies will just hit you and kill you while you do it, and they did do it to me during the time in the tower.
Yeah, you did say that when
So yeah,
she's doing that animation, she
yeah.
actually like can't move at
I
all, right? Or
Yeah, I
dodge.
yeah, I literally only have this equipped just because it's a skill that I will never accidentally proc. So it's just one of those things that I have equipped for a placeholder. You can actually use any of her other abilities, honestly, they're all good. But this is just here as a placeholder that I won't accidentally use. And it's a
Okay,
really nice hit every now and then. And then
all right.
obviously we have is it
Simple.
Kimpu? It's Senpu, yeah. This until the buff, the actual rework of the skill buff when JP merged over, this ability was kind of shit. Like you'd heal probably about 1,000 damage if that, which wasn't a lot obviously, and it had a lot longer cooldown than it had. Now this has an 8-second cooldown, and it can heal you up to about 30k depending on what you hit, because you hit for stupid amounts of damage with this ability. So this essentially a lot of the time is just a straight up full heal.
You know what I can't wait to
And,
do? I want to
go
give
on.
her that 30% melee supporter that JP has that we don't, because it's green.
Oh.
Because right now, honestly, I'll be honest with everyone. Like I said, I wanted Ingrid, but part of me wants to just like ixnay the Ingrid and just get Murasaki.
But yeah, like for example, on the subject of supporters,
Yeah,
here
we'll
we
talk
are.
about what she uses.
I'm just using Kitty Mum, and honestly, I will probably switch her out for the 30% damage because 30% damage is just if she's green, as you said, it's just gonna be better than her.
Make sure we have free to
Uh,
play options because not
yeah,
everyone's gonna have.
that's why I said as well the support are coming up if we or when we eventually get her. Her who is a free to play, and she's just there to make your heal even more stupid than it already is, because lol.
Yeah, and whenever you
and
kill stuff, you get more potions, which is
yeah,
actually good in the
yeah.
tower.
And also, obviously, HP restore from more sources, so you're going to get your heal to do more hit point restoration. And I will say this now, after doing the tower research, after choosing it, I think Karu is the best supporter in the game, bar none.
Ooh,
And I'm
you're
sorry for
gonna give her
everyone.
all those props.
I am, and I'm sorry to everyone who picked Charizard at the start of the game, but Venusaur is the best starter.
Oh, now she's Venusaur because she's green.
Yeah, everyone picks. If you pick the wrong starter, I'm sorry, you picked Charizard. Venusaur's the best.
Yeah, a lot of people
Uh,
pick Major or like Fuma because they're
yeah.
like focused on Arena. I think
Now,
like in
here's the
hindsight,
thing.
now that Arena is the way it is, I think the
Yeah.
best thing to pick would be Kaworu.
Not only that, but just in general for late game play, if you look at this, obviously being crit damage, being king,
But
it
that's
just
what I
tanks
mean,
directly
like
for all
because she's
crits.
just the best one in PvE,
Yeah.
late game, like
But, but also, the reason why I say that as well, that she is the Venusaur of it, she's the sleeper in a way. I'm going to now tell you how to choose the tower. With any character, anyone can do this. You have
whoa, Arc,
and
Arc,
leveled up. S level doesn't
Arc.
matter. S level really matters.
You drifted off. Say that
Yes.
again. You like
Sorry.
it distorted.
Was your internet dying? Was
No,
your
it
internet
wasn't
dying
my
for a bit?
internet this time. It just like distorted for a
Oh,
second.
Discord.
Yeah.
Discord was having trouble earlier, so it might actually be Discord. So, anyway, so I'm going to tell you how to now choose the tower entirely. S level doesn't matter. This could be S level 1 as long as you have a Kararu and she's level 60. So you've got this. Right. So all you have to do is any character.
Oh, wow. I think Discord's acting up right now because either it's Discord or it's me. Oh my. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open Action Taimanin. It's not me. My internet's fine. So I think Discord screwed up on us. I'm gonna open this dumb game and I'm gonna tell you guys what he's gonna tell you. And make things a lot easier. Let's come over to this. Let's do one of these. And there we go. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going into my action Taimanin account. Basically, what he's gonna say, which he didn't really want to tell everyone because he doesn't want them to patch it out. But when you come to your supporters, if we go over to, where was it? Who were we looking at? Kaoru here. She literally, like, because of how she works, because it like damages and stuns all enemies, like, you can run around in circles and just wait for her cooldown and only use it. Arc actually did this for floors 47 through 50. He didn't actually use Murasaki. He just ran around in circles to stay like 100% safe, dodging obviously as needed, and just popping Kaoru as his main means of DPS because she was literally hitting for 900k. And most people should have a Kaoru because, one, she's old, so you may have gotten her from just playing the game over a long period of time, or you may have just chosen her as your support from that UR selector they gave us. So, with that in mind, yeah, she's really good for cheesing the tower. I hope they don't patch it out. Obviously, you may have to like pop a Senpu here and there on Muchan to keep yourself up if you do mess up and get hit. But the name of the game for later floors and for the whole thing is you can technically just run around in circles and pop this support. And it doesn't take her long to kill. Literally, I think Ark said it took her 6 minutes to clear floor 50 just using her active. So a little food for thought. And that's why he was claiming she's the best supporter in the game. It's unfortunate Discord took a crap. Usually it's my internet, but this time it was them, so I'm kind of annoyed at that. But we already suggested the Nanami. Of course, he suggested Kitty Mom because, I mean, she's amazing. But I know everyone won't have a Kitty Mom. So as we stated, that green supporter from events that gives 30% melee damage would also go great in place of Kitty Mom. Or if you have Kitty Mom, you can stack them. Nanami's a great free-to-play option. I would stay away from Katagina unless you really, really just need a green to fill the slot, because we do want Murasaki to have all green. As I said before in regards to the Yuki video, Letitia is also good because enemies at later floors will be buffing, so giving Murasaki that extra damage, if you don't have any other good DPS supporters, isn't a bad thing because it'll be borderline 100% as long as you're hitting a buffed enemy. Outside of that, I always forget to mention her, but Hisui has actually been holding her own really well in the tower. She's not necessarily free-to-play friendly because she is from Gacha, but she is old. So a lot more people may have a Hisui lying around than, say, a Kitty Mom or a Kirara. And with that being said, she basically would remove all combos and increase damage dealt and critical damage by 2% for 10 seconds. She shines on something like Yuki and Emily, who can abuse the combo counter. But if you don't have anything, like, and this is one of the greens you need to use, she is not a bad option, even as a sub-supporter, because she would reduce the boss's damage by a flat 20%, which is overall not a bad thing to have in something like Tower. And then, of course, we have the basic greens that I always suggest. You can use a Yuna if you really don't have anything else, because she would pair well with Nanami, and also be a good substitute if you miss the Christmas event and don't have Nanami, as she will just increase your healing from all sources by 60%, making your Senpu more powerful. And last but not least, we have Momoka. I like Momoka always because she increases particle recharge rate, so I never have any complaints about her. And I don't remember if Murasaki's Tentacle Mine is a snare, because unfortunately Discord crapped out, but if it is a snare, you can even use Fuma in conjunction with the Tentacle Mine for an extra 20% damage if she is S level 5. It would be 10% at S level 1, in varying percentages as she goes up. But overall, yeah, these are just tips for anyone who, like, heard Murasaki was OP, and they want to take a crack at getting through Tower with her. She can definitely do it, even with low gear. I know Tak, like, actually ran the Nami as his main, and he cleared the entire, like, end of the tower with his Murasaki. It took him about, I think, 16 minutes on the last floor, give or take, because he didn't have, like, super high DPS as he was using a really healy build. But what he did is he juggled Nanami's heal with Senpu and basically tanked through it and just, you know, slowly whittled everything down. His hands were killing him by the end, but he did clear it. So even if you don't have some of the DPS-y supporters, like the Japan-only supporter with 30% melee, or a Kitty Mom, or, you know, if you don't have, like, even a Kaworu, you can still get away with stacking stuff like the Nami and Yuna, and like maybe like a Momoko or a Letitia, just to get through the tower, like with some sort of not speed, but some sort of consistency, because you'll be healy enough that you can pretty much tank the content. And I guess I could throw her into the loop, though she's not really that great of a supporter if you really don't have anything. You could use this just so you can get a green in the slot and take advantage of that 75% defense power down that her Tentacle Mine would cost to enemies. But that, as they say, is the end of that. I pretty much talked about everything. Get hyped for the new content coming, because, yeah, we're getting some supporters, and it's cool that Sakia seems to be a free event support. I do wonder if Sora's limited or not, but I'm going to assume she is. Also, it is the day of maintenance, so I'm going to give you guys a typical reminder. Make sure that your facilities are running. Make sure you have your dispatch running. Make sure that you use up all your AP. Make sure that you use up all your BP. And make sure that you get your special stage done, because you will not be able to play for a few hours tonight. Also, since this is a thing that's up, make sure that you are working on your waifu event. Simply because, one, if you neglect to do it, you may not get it done before the server reset tomorrow, since maintenance goes into the late evening in some areas. The other reason is, yeah, you may not be at the top, but there is still a ranking here. Even if you're done, I'd suggest doing it every day, because if you're, like, say, 10% or 30%, and you already have the 7K needed to basically get the event done, I'd say keep doing it, because you don't want to miss out on these gems. Some people were asking in my server the other day, like, oh, I hit 7K, now I don't, like, can I not farm this anymore? I'd suggest just doing it daily to maintain whatever spot you're at. Like me personally, I don't want to miss out on 500 gems, because everything I have on me right now is going straight to Kirara's weapon gacha. Speaking of which, all these gachas will be here until next week, so this is pretty much the last call for alcohol. If you want to pull anything here, you have one more week to do so, but do remember we have a Sora pickup gacha coming, and we're most likely going to have either Ingrid and Kirara's weapon gacha as one big gacha, or them as two separate gachas. So, really be wise about with what you're using your gems and your gacha coins for, because this event has been generous, and I don't know if they're going to continue to be this generous. So, really pick your poison with spending these resources. I'm 100% going to go for Kilala or Kirara, and whatever you guys go for, I won't judge you, just make sure you pick right. Finally, it's the last call for alcohol for the event. Now, we did recently have a half-off stamina for events only, so I imagine most people have these done or close to done, but if you did not finish them yet, you still have one more week to do it. So make sure you get it done, make sure you get all the supporters done. And again, as another reminder for people who may not know, let me go to the reward list. For box 10 of the Nodoka event, you will be getting your hands on a free Emily, so make sure you go to box 10 for this event. And for box 10 of the Yugi event, maybe I could just get in there, you will be getting your hands on a free Ingrid supporter for those who may be stopped at box 9 and aren't sure or don't know. So make sure you do box 10 to get your hands on her. There are only 10 things in these final boxes, so it's really easy. You just have to do maybe a run or two of the map on hard, and you'll have enough to finish box 10. Just make sure you do it, because you don't want to pass up literal free gacha supporters, especially the Ingrid, because she is a limited support. And with that, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. I will let you guys go. Sorry about the Discord difficulties. I bet Ark is wondering where I went, but he'll just have to wait now, won't he? But either way, if you found it helpful or informative, please like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. And you guys go ahead, have a great rest of your day. Have good luck in your gachas and in the arena. Good luck in the tower. I hope more people are getting through it, and I hope people brainstorming are finding success. And with that, you all take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow with the usual Tuesday video. Bye-bye.